For sure.
I can't.
No, no,
I
no,
don't
no.
know if everything's good. Oh.
Oh, we're just all sitting here like, just like, what the fuck? Yeah.
So what about that show?
That was pretty good. It's pretty good. That Divine Torture Band was pretty, they put on a good show as per normal.
They're all right. No,
Nah, he sucks.
I had a blast. I may have sucked balls, but I had a blast doing so. That came out so bad.
But I mean, how'd you
Oh, I
guys feel
guess
about
I'm
the hip hop?
No, I listen to everything, man. Like, I guess I probably don't listen to gospel. But besides that, I mean.
Who is gospel?
Exactly,
He
right?
was just making the comment. Like, no, I'm a big hip hop head myself.
Yeah, I'll
so.
listen to everything, man.
No, I think they all did fucking fantastic tonight.
Yeah, I had fun. I had a blast. Looking to play again sometime soon. So.
Well, I mean, how did you feel to be up on stage during everything?
It feels good to be back on stage. I mean, I've been doing a couple small guerrilla shows here and there, but to actually have something that's public and publicized, where it's not like, hey, I'm playing a show, come hang out. Now it's like, dude, I'm playing a show, get your ass down here type of shit, bring everybody you know, come let's have a fucking party is way better than like, okay, look, I'm inviting you. I know your homie wants to come, but sorry, just you can come tonight because it's like small little private party shit. So this is a lot more fun, And it was cool, like, blasting out to the Facebook world and YouTube world and all the other fucking streaming shits out there too. So hope to get to do another one of these episodes pretty soon.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys did amazing tonight, and thank you again so much for playing.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Matt.
Yes.
What are you thinking about? I mean, how do you feel about the streaming shows, like being able to get up here and do shit?
I mean, it needs to happen 100% because anyone who's doing music for more than a year, man, you know that if you have to take a 6-month break, like, you feel it in your soul. Like, you've got to fucking play. On the other hand, if everything returns to normal in 2021, I mean, not that I'm opposed to streaming in the future, but I do feel like that might detract some people from showing up. Like, I just seeing how other states have done things with streaming, I know, at least in a couple different instances, it cuts down on the amount of people that actually show up to the show. So I don't think it's a good idea all the time, but, I mean, we got to do what we can right now. Like, there's so many people just sitting in there with your little crate amp writing riffs. You're like, fuck, I want to play shows. And, you got to get out and play it. I mean, and like I said, anyone who's been playing music for more than a year, you've got this shit in your DNA, man. You've got to play live. So it's got to happen.
Absolutely. And, I'm just kind of curious, as you mentioned, like, we shouldn't put this out as a new normal or anything of people being able to have the acceptance to be at home. And when we can come back to actual full stream, do you think it would be really beneficial to also accept the live music's back? And how would you feel about keeping your shows also streamed as well?
I'm all about the streaming. I enjoy it, but I don't want that to be the primary. I want people out there. Like, you see how I might try to interact with the crowd. I'm like, you saw me, I was talking to the goddamn microphone. Like, there's people there, like, really banging your head with me. Like, if you are out there, great. But, I mean, like, I just like to interact with the crowd, Even if you're not interacting back with me, I'm going to sit there and talk shit for a minute and have some fun with it. But it's not the same when it's just digital the whole time. I need, like, that face-to-face contact out there. So I know that you're listening to me when I'm talking shit to you for a second,
Absolutely.
No, and it's like anyone who's ever sold tickets for anything knows that you've got to, unless it's your super fans, you're hitting up people 3, 4, 5 times like, hey, man, buy these tickets for me, save yourself $5. So it's already hard enough to get 50 people to come to a show when 40 of them don't respond to your text messages right away. So if streaming were to become the new normal, I feel like that's an excuse for more people to just not show up. So I'm not opposed to streaming right now, but like, had it been like 2018 and streaming everything, I don't think that's a good idea because it gives people an excuse to stay home.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
We need to do, and again, not seriously, but it may be kind of cool to do like how some of the bigger bands are doing these like drive-in shows. We need to try to get like an empty-ass parking spot or something like that and just set shit up and actually at least that way people are getting out, and hopefully, sure, stay in your car is the rule, but ain't nobody going to stay in their car. People are going to get the fuck out. So at the very least, just trick them to come out that way, man. Like, just get them to pull into a parking space. Oh, no, come out of the cars. Just kind of stay in your little area. before you know, people are congregating, and you know, you get the whole show vibe back. You know, start off slowly like that, man. Just kind of slowly, kind of wean them into it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get that. And like, so, what would your thoughts be of absolutely been like no excuses? Like, if you stay at home and watch the stream, I mean, you're cutting yourself out of the deal, of cutting yourself out of your payout of everything you worked for, you know. And what if us as a, you know, maybe a company that people pay that initial dollar to watch the stream? You know, how would you guys feel about just having people pay to stream and watch you live as opposed to be here?
I mean, okay, so I don't know. I mean, perhaps I'm wrong, but I can't think of off the top of my head right now anyone who has done a streaming show where they're paying for it, like, where it was super successful. I mean, just be real with yourself. You're like, say your favorite fucking band is whatever. We'll say it's Sheryl Crow. You're some country fan. Like, it doesn't even have to extend to the, you know, it's not just metal, anything. So your favorite artist is Sheryl Crow. Are you really going to pay $15 to just watch Sheryl Crow, talk to her fans, and do what the fuck ever? Like, I know, I mean, like, okay, so if I'm talking about one of my favorite bands, if I'm going to, like, are you going to pay $10 to watch a Cannibal Corpse stream? No, because someone is going to have their fucking phone with, like, a S10 with not necessarily 4K, but I bet you it's 480p. And
I got a 4K S10.
Hey, I'll show you a 4K S10, buddy. But the point I'm saying is that, like, I mean, human beings are pretty good at adapting. So perhaps in like 6 months, someone will come up with an idea where I would pay $10 to watch your show. But right now, I'm not paying $10 to watch a stream, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm in the minority, but I'm not fucking paying money to watch somebody's cell phone.
No, and I get that. I mean, why would you pay for something you could easily go out just to see?
Yeah.
You know, get off your ass and go do something and actually fucking show up and support.
Yeah.
You know, but I was just curious, you know, of how everything's going now, is how this is going to trend later in our coming years with everything that's happened, as how artists feel about it.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, who knows what, I mean, nobody wants to think of this dystopian future where this is the same shit we're doing in 2024. Like, that would be fucking terrible. No one wants to think about that. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Spotify or some bigger company tried to pull some shit where they're just like, you can get in on this, and it's like an exclusive thing, and then you have to pay Spotify $10. Like, I could see that being a thing, and there's nothing you can do about that. But for right now, hey, pay $10 to watch a stream. I'm not doing it, man. Like, if you want to pay $10 for a stream, I want discounts on your merch. I want, like, an after-hours thing like this where, like, the band is talking to the crowd and stuff. Like, I would pay for that. But, like, just to watch a show.
Like Instagram style, somewhere you're like, it's a live thing where they're like people talking to you, and they're actually answering your questions. So it's not like I'm just gonna bullshit for the next 10 minutes because I'm being paid to do this for your stream. No, I'm like, I want to interact. If I'm gonna pay for them, I want to interact a little bit, you know. And I'm not even a fan of doing that in general, like paying for those meet and greet stuff. You know, I'm like, I don't see that's kind of overrated in a sense. So, but yeah, I don't know. I can't see really paying for the stream too much either. You know, like I'm also not somebody who generally pays for most of my music. But again, I'll go out live and I'll support you. I'll pay for your tickets to come see your show. I'll buy a T-shirt. I'll buy a hoodie. But I'm like, man, it's too easy to get the music for free. And again, you guys, and the bands don't make much money on the CDs, the music anyway. So I'm like, I don't really feel too bad chipping it. Like myself, once I get my CD out there, you want us to pay it? Fine. You want to stream it and steal it? Steal this fucking shit. I'm going to give most of my shit away musically anyway. I want people to go out in the streets and bump that shit.
Yeah.
Because then when my shows are coming up, I want you to come to my shows and support me. Buy a T-shirt, shake my hand at the very least, you know, and say you like my shit. I don't care about the fucking money. And if I wanted the money, I'd be making this fool write fucking pop music and be going out there and doing this shit, you know? Not trying to play fucking some weird-ass avant-garde type of death metal with weird hip-hop influence in it and shit like that, like new metal to the next level or nothing, you know? I'd be doing something that's actually going to try to make money, you know? I'd be doing pop music. I'd be doing butt rock. But this is what I like to do. So
no, it's like, so anyone who's doing anything that's of importance has a Bandcamp account. So if you put out like, if you have like a pre-order bundle, you got a new release coming out, I get your CD, I get your shirt, and I get a koozie for $30, whatever the fuck.
And it includes
If
the
you
free
want me to
streaming
pay for your
access.
stream, then you need to provide some sort of content where I would give you $30 to watch your stream instead of buy your stuff. Like, that's the kind of value you need to bring. And I don't have those ideas. Like, maybe someone else would come up with it, but like, that's where I'm at. Is it's like, if you can provide the value, I think people will pay for it. But as it sits right now, I haven't seen a value worth paying for it.
You run only. You just basically run on streams. Might as well just call yourself onlyriffs.com.
Yeah. No,
Like,
100%.
nothing. I mean, we're all musicians and shit, and we don't do this for the money in this. And yeah, it's cool that now we have, I mean, at this point, we have an opportunity to still get our music out there and still make ourselves known. But I'm with everybody. I don't want this to be the new thing. I don't want people to necessarily always have the option to be like, oh, well, I can just pay for the stream and sit at home. I want people to still come back out. So, I mean, sandals.
Here's something. If
Okay,
I'm
here's
streaming,
what Ryan
y'all
said.
motherfuckers are streaming right back at me. We gotta get the stream set up with, what is that shit now? Not the Skype one, but the Zoom or
Zoom?
what is it? Whatever it's called, where it's like you have these big old group chats. Like, I want people, like, I want a big old display in front of me while I'm performing, so I can see the people reacting to my music. Like, if you want to come
Yeah.
to that stream, you need to stream yourself now at the same time.
that's what I'm saying. Value. It's like everyone writes in a different way, but like in my own band, like if me and the bass player have some riffs, like, and we're gonna write some new stuff, then you want to pay money. I set up a streaming thing, and you actually watch us write a song. That's worth paying for.
Yeah.
This, I'm not paying for that. I'm just being real. I'm not fucking paying for that.
No, I think that's fair. I mean, I want people to come out to the show as opposed to just having the excuse of always, oh, yeah, I'd love to catch your next show, and I'll be there. Oh, wait, I can just be there on my couch?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Exactly,
Like-
because they're not watching you. They're watching you for about 10 minutes. Then they're switching over to the fucking hockey game,
Like,
and then
that's
their
me.
kid distracts them, and they don't come back for like no. I'm
That's
not.
my problem. I got the
Absolutely.
attention span of a squirrel. I'm like, okay, it's cool. Oh, what's that? Like, oh wait, and then this pops up here. I'm like, oh, let me follow this link. I'm down the
Were
rabbit
you
hole.
videotaping me earlier this week? Huh? Squirrel?
Like, I'm gonna do my attention span goes out the window. Like, I get so distracted so easy. Even when I'm not trying to be like, I mean, I'm just trying to enjoy something, and something else I'll see in the back. I'm like, oh, what the hell is this? And I'm like, oh crap, I got this going on. I'll come back to it, but I'm like, wait, what did I just miss now? Type of shit. I mean, and while it's live, I can't pause. It's like, okay, I'll watch it later. Next thing you know, I'm like, even if I do watch it later, now I'm like, I've just taken that half hour set and I just streamed it out for like 2 hours. So I keep getting distracted with something else. I'm like, this lose, and it doesn't have the same feeling not being there, man. Like, that's the other part too. It's why it's so easy to get distracted from it too. It's like, I need to be there. I need to feel the music. Like, I'm not one of those people that like I'm all emotional about my music. I mean, fuck, all my lyrics are all mostly troll shit and stuff like that. But I just need to like feel the environment. I just got to be there in the music, not just watching it. I mean, if I want to watch, I'm gonna go find like a music video for the songs I like and watch those a couple times, because you don't know when you're streaming. Like, you don't know if the band's gonna be a jump around band. You know if the band's gonna be one of those bands that's trying to be just overly technical, and you gotta watch and you can't really zoom in unless the camera guy's zooming in on their hands to kind of watch the technique that they're doing a lot of times. So you're just watching this big whole panel thing, like,
No,
there's
like
nothing going on. It's not. I mean, like maybe watching Slipknot live is one thing, because I mean, I got the Disaster Pieces DVD, and the way it's cut, it's entertaining to watch. I mean, there's actually a show. You go to a local show like this, and I try to put on as good of a show as I can. I try to move around a bit, but at the same time, I mean, there's a little small stage. We got to be careful we don't step in front of the speakers to move around, so I'm kind of limited to where I'm going. So I mean, I don't know how entertaining I am to watch personally to keep you hooked. And
Well, I mean, that's a hard thing doing these streaming shows is
Yeah.
how do you keep these people hooked in on a stream? Like, you're not here.
No,
I mean,
whatever this is, episode 14 or 13,
Yeah,
whatever the
episode
fuck
14.
it is. So it's like, to support the scene regardless of genre, share it, and I'll tune in and watch. But you're a fucking liar if you don't think that, like, you watch the first 7 minutes and you go take a piss,
you're fucking out.
and then you go let the dog out, and then you come back and it's been 16 minutes. And everyone does that. Don't lie like you are, because everyone else fucking does
It's
that.
the equivalent of
I've
I'm
already
gonna go
checked out
take.
right now,
I'm gonna.
no,
It's the equivalent of I'm gonna go take a smoke break.
Exactly.
I'll see you back in 45 minutes
But see,
and miss your entire set.
no, but when you take a smoke break, if you're actually here live, you have the opportunity for someone's music to like give you goosebumps and like get that hair to stand up on your arms. I have yet to see a stream that gave me goosebumps. I'm just being real. Like, I don't think it's a good idea to do this all the way into the future. I don't think it's a good idea.
No, it's a terrible future game plan. Like this isn't how it should be. I mean, it's live music. Like you got to be here to fully experience it and enjoy it, you know. And it's just, I'm thinking that maybe some promoters down the line might just be like, okay, maybe we'll still do a streaming set. Maybe because they've grown accustomed to it over these years and bring it in that way. But hopefully the fans don't see it that way, as we can just sit on our couch and hopefully are still just like, we want to get back out there. We want to enjoy this up front in the face. Like, there's nothing better than getting out into a musician. Sorry, not into a musician.
Well, I mean, you know.
I mean,
depends on the
if
night.
that's what you do.
Yeah, it depends on the night.
If you got to pay rent, you got to pay rent. Okay, Ryan Sandals. But hopefully people after everything still just, they want to get back out.
Well, like you were saying, it's fuck. What were you saying? I've drinking too many beers.
I said so much random ass shit. I can't even keep
know,
track
right?
of what I said 2 seconds ago. And you're like, I like squirrel.
Well,
Like
I mean,
said,
we
I
can
said
we can,
something.
we can jump
Boom.
topics. What up?
No, about giving out music for free. It's like everyone has your shit for free, man. So if you're gonna stream and charge, I don't have these answers, but you've got to bring value if you expect people to pay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you always have to bring the fucking heat,
Like I mean,
no matter what you do.
like I said, I like streaming my stuff, but it's like a secondary thing. It's not like I don't want to advertise that I'm streaming. I stream so my mom, my grandma, that when she wants to show support, can like hop online on Facebook and watch me for a little bit because she's in another stage. You know, my dad's out in New York, my mom's in Vegas, so I got family across the country. Come out, you know, this is how they can show support. You know, but my homies here, man, like. Get your ass off the couch, come out and show some love. I come out to your guys' shows when I can, so I understand if you can't come and if that's all you can do is a stream, but I mean, don't make it a habit, man. Come out, you know? Don't be scared of the fucking COVID, man. Either you're going to get it or you're not. I mean, most of us that are coming out, we're healthy enough, we can take our licks and push it on. I know some of us have those elderly family members we got to be a little more cautious of, and we're still trying to figure out how severe it is for some of the people that are not as, because there's people I've heard that have like old and have recovered with no problem, you know? I mean,
Yo, I'll fucking lube up my hand with hand sanitizer for everybody that wants a high five. Be like, what's up, big pop? And I'll spread shit everywhere.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I mean, you're right. You don't gotta be scared of this shit. Like,
I mean, I get it. If you want to stay home, stay home. It is whatever.
yeah.
But it's like the average life expectancy of someone in America is like 78 or 79.
Slowly
The average
going
age
up,
of
yeah.
someone who dies with COVID, I think, is like 83. So it's actually more dangerous to be an American.
So I haven't even seen that part of
just
it, but,
fucking, I mean, I get it. If you don't want to come out, that's cool. I'm not going to make fun of you.
And if you're sick,
it's
stay home.
ridiculous.
And if you are sick, stay home.
Yeah.
exactly.
yes,
If you
yeah.
know you got some shit,
Stay the fuck
don't
away.
bring it out. I mean, like, unless you're going to tell me where you're going to be so I can catch you, because, you know, I'm down. No. So,
No.
Part of me's not kidding on that. A little bit is, but part of me's not.
No, it's
You just have to make some extra money.
when everything hit, I actually I got sick. Work told me to stay home. Blah blah blah. Took the blood test, and they said I had antibodies. And I feel like I come from a point of bias. I was like, for me, it was one day of a fever and a cough that lasted for about 2 weeks, where I like smoke a bunch of weed, and it legitimately felt like something was stuck in my lungs. But had the news or any of this never existed, I would have just gone to work. Like I could have worked. I wasn't fucking bedridden. Now that's not going to be everyone's situation, so I understand if you like, feel differently. But I mean, let's be real. More of us than, or rather, most of us will probably be okay. So, I mean, fuck, man.
Maybe the earth just needs that culling, you know?
No, it's like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna. There
No, I
could be
know,
like,
I'm
No,
just-
we don't need to dive too much
Exactly.
into
I'm
that
being-
shit. I mean, we've heard about it too much for the last 5 months.
right? Yeah.
You know, fuck, it's terrible, but we're at least getting shit going.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool that we're able to do this shit and bring everybody out and, you know, hang out with everybody. I think that's beautiful, and we can still do this. I mean, did y'all see the AMC 15-cent tickets that just happened on Thursday?
I did see that.
No, what happened?
It's
Oh.
like a quarter to go see movies now.
I thought I saw something about
Yeah,
that. I didn't actually look at the full
AMC
article.
reopened and they did fucking 1920 prices at 15 cents a ticket. And
what,
every
like 10
movie
people in
was
a
fucking
theater?
sold out.
Yeah, well, how many people are allowed in the
People were
theater,
paying
10?
15 cents to go see Grease and Goonies back in theaters for like $1 soda and shit. It was nuts.
I know they got the drive-in theaters still doing their thing now, at least, so that's kind of cool. But
Well, I mean, you got to bring it back to normal life.
yeah,
You know, spark
I just-
a flame.
I just stand that I think it should be up to your choice. If you want to stay home, stay home. If you want to go shopping, go shopping. Fuck it. Who cares? If you die, you die. You're all going to die anyways. Fuck. Like, I know, like, a lot of people get mad at me for saying that, but it's like, you all die. If you feel like you're okay, fucking go shopping. If you're scared, stay home.
and
That
toilet
shit's
paper
gonna-
is not the cure. Just remember that toilet paper
What
is
the
not
fuck
cure.
happened with that anyways? Why did we panic and be like, this is a lung disease? It's not a fucking bowel movement. We're like, oh God, a fucking lung disease came out and it's going to kill us all. I hope I don't shit my pants. So I'm going to buy...
Speaking of lung diseases.
There we go, right?
Keith has
Fucking-
Corona.
fucking vapes. Why don't you smoke a cigarette like a real adult? I don't know why everybody bought goddamn toilet paper.
No, and even today, if you go shopping, half the time you go there, like, oh, the toilet paper is still missing. Like, I don't understand. Nobody gets it. There's like 3 of us that are stealing all the toilet paper. Everyone else is like, what the fuck? Because I haven't.
I've been
have you
out of
met-
toilet paper. I just want to poop.
Have you met anybody that's hoarding toilet paper? I haven't.
I have.
I don't. Really?
I
I
took
feel-
some.
I feel like,
Good.
what is it? Fallout has got it all wrong. In the Fallout games, they were hoarding bottle caps as the future currency. Like, no, we're in the time of what you need to hoard now. It's fucking toilet paper. So when they make the new Fallout game, toilet paper better be the new fucking currency.
If you
and not bottle caps.
if you catch somebody hoarding toilet paper, you tie them up with their own toilet paper, and you take the fucking rest. You wet that shit down, and then spray it with glue. You ain't getting out, bitch.
You want that toilet paper, you can keep that shit.
No, if you're hoarding toilet paper, you've never been camping. No, there is to it. There's like 96 ways to wipe your ass. What the fuck are you doing?
Or just wipe the husband's ass in an assertive of dominance. I'm the man.
I don't think anyone's thought of that until just now.
Oh, I've thought about it a lot.
I used to have this old ass joke about my hair, like when I was little and stuff. I wanted to grow it so stupid long. And I'd always be like, oh, why do you want your hair so long? And they'd be like, oh, well, if I ever ran out of toilet paper, I'm covered, you know? Just wipe my ass, cut off that part, wash the tips of it besides that, I'm good to go, you know?
No, it works.
Yeah, I was just saying, I was always going to be covered that way until I got too short. And then I'm like, well, whatever. But
Well, I mean,
No, then you just
Did-
don't
wait,
poop
did
for
you-
3 years.
wait,
exactly, yeah, let it regrow out.
I think I misunderstood. Did you have your own hair on your toilet paper
No,
for
no,
extra
using
fiber?
No, I'd be using my hair in place of toilet paper. If I
Oh,
ever ran out-
yikes.
if I ever ran out. If it was long enough.
Bro, how long was your hair? You only have like 2 or 3 wipes solid.
No, see, it's not long. It's not as long anymore. It used to go down about just a little above the middle of my back.
Just
And then
below
it
your
just
butt
started
when you
slowly
can wipe.
kind of receding upwards and backwards, and now it's there. And I'm like, oh, all sad, but
No, you grow your hair to your taint, and then you don't, and you have like 2 grams of fiber per year, and you'll never shit,
Yeah, I think I'll
and
do
you
that.
keep your hair.
yeah,
See?
that's a good way about it too.
And no Taco Bell either.
Or I just look like those dudes who have like those really gnarly dreads because I don't cut it and just kind of let it kind of go up in itself that way.
Fucking TJ Tate hair.
Come on, tell me you've not seen those pictures of dudes that have just like one.
I don't want to see the pictures.
There's these dudes that just have like this one giant gnarly dread that goes down past their fucking ass. I'm like, dude, you know that dude is using it for.
You
toilet
have a
paper.
GoPro on
Not even
your.
on
You have a
purpose, not even
GoPro on your
purpose.
toilet, don't you? Where's
I
that
gotta
live
make
stream,
money
bro?
somehow. I'm a musician. Where else am I gonna make money?
TJ's OnlyFans. Dreadlock butt wipe.
and then
Fuck
it gets,
sakes.
and then it gets resold on eBay like It's legitimate business here, man.
I bought it.
Exactly. I think I need to
I
start
bought the
marketing shit. I
subscription.
need to get off here and start my business plan.
I mean, as a band, you're always trying to find cool new ways to sell merch, but like weave together shit dreadlocks is something no one saw coming for sure.
No, it's a limited time thing. You know, it's gonna be very limited, very personal.
Yeah, it's a limited time thing because you got to cut that shit when you're done.
Exactly.
Like, you don't hang that shit around your head. Fuck's sakes.
I will even autograph it if you want to throw an extra couple bucks in.
Fuck. All right.
All right.
All right, well, thank you, Matt from Angel Desolation, TJ from Divine Torture, and Ryan from Sandals. Fuck off, Jamaica. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 14. We hope you had a fun time, aside from the slight technical issue we had. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, TJ, for joining with us tonight. And we'll catch you on episode 15. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.